to tinkle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody? And happy Friday! And welcome to episode 216 of the On the Runs podcast. And it's March Madness, baby, a bonus episode this week to talk about some race medals. And I have some amazing people joining me today. But first, as always, I must say hello to my kick-ass rockstar co-host, Six-Star Erica. What's up?
What's going on, everybody? I am awake and ready to discuss. This is going to be a bunch of fun. We got some awesome co-hosts with me today.
It's nice of you to wake up for this one, by the way.
You're
You were
welcome.
sleeping the other day. Why don't you introduce two other people who are on, and we might have a couple or jump on. We might not, actually. We might speed through this, but tell everyone who's joined us.
Well, first of all, we have from our very own The Recrap, we have Tara Pterodactyl. Welcome, Tara. We're always happy to have you.
Ooh, that actually was not me, but sounded like me.
I was
Definitely
not
my
prepared for
brand.
that. And then we have the beautiful Carolina, who jumped on so wonderfully from her open mic night. So thank you for giving us some of your time before you go have fun and sing your heart out.
Thank you.
Eric, that was uncalled for.
That was not
And
nice.
then I should have done one for you, Erica. Here's yours.
What's mine? Jesus Christ. We are off the rails already. So you know this
Now
is
that
gonna
we
be a good
got
episode.
the farts out of the way, here's how we're going to do this, guys. It's March Madness. This is our third year of March Madness. We're going to get right to it. We built a bracket, and this is different than last year's bracket. We only have 16 medals. We were given over 50 total because I found out after I said 44 that there was a whole bunch other that were sent to me in another chat. So we had enough to do like a 64 bracket field, but that was a lot of work. We went with 16. We didn't even go with regions. Like, that's how lazy we were this time. I blame Erica, actually. She was going to do all this, so I blame her. But
Sure.
I digress. Listen, this is going to be fun. Here are the rules for this bracket. The three of you are going to choose what moves on. You're not going to pick your favorite, like I move on Boston, I move on New York. You're going to choose who wins the battle, and then we're going to move it along. So, are you ready for some March Madness?
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Awesome.
Eric, you did such a good job with this. You know, if you gave it to me, it would not come out good. I am not a Canva
Thank you.
expert,
I
so
just put you
did a great job.
down, and you just put me up. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
You stopped giving me shit to do. It's all strategic.
I believe it. First round, we got Boston versus Philadelphia. The Philadelphia medal is this really nice freedom medal. Check out the Freedom Challenge.
You didn't even crop my hand out, dude. I sent him all these pictures.
Well, that's-
all right. So this is behind the scenes, just some extra stuff. But
Oh, and the Boston medal is the crappy.
Well, that's what was sent to me.
That's the last year, or was it? What year did I? Yeah, I ran it in 23. That's the last year of the John Hancock. 24
Oh.
was the first year of
Eric,
Bank
you
of
put the
America.
wrong one in it.
It's too late
okay.
now. You're stuck with this one.
It's still a Boston medal.
Based on
did
medal
not put-
alone, I'm going with the Freedom Challenge.
You guys, that
Really?
one rings. You can ring it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
got,
going
like,
by
the
race. There's nothing to do with the race. It's all medal for me. So I'm going with the Freedom. That one's fun.
If I can start a band with it, then I'm going with the Freedom Medal.
Ding,
I think
ding, ding,
I think we
ding.
all said the Freedom Challenge.
I'm going Freedom Challenge. It is kind of unique. So I'm going by the theme of being unique, and it actually rings, and it is enormous. So it's basically the size of the Liberty Bell, and yes, that one gets my vote.
And I think that we need to emphasize that it's the medal alone. Like, it has nothing to do with the race, right?
Yes.
Like, we're voting on the medal. So I think our viewers and listeners need to keep that in mind. Because clearly, if it was race, the Boston Marathon would trump Philly. But
I agree. All right, we'll move on. We have, and I'll just try zooming in. That's what I'll do. I'll zoom in. We have Catch Up to Cancer. It was a 5K, a 3.11 mile race versus the Myrtle Beach clamshell.
This one may be a hard sell for me just because I really appreciate that. So, the Catch Up to Cancer medal was sent in by Alex. He created this race to help himself like fundraise for all of his endeavors, and I think that's awesome. So he made that medal himself. That is self-designed. But Myrtle Beach, that one is just so fancy and fun. Like it opens up, you guys. It's the clamshell. So how? I don't know. I want to hear more thoughts, and maybe I'll make my decision.
Carolina, what do you think?
I love the beach, so I would have to go with the Myrtle Beach clamshell because I would definitely do that race for a clamshell.
Yeah, and I'm partial to the Myrtle Beach one too because I think it's so cool. Like when you first get it, it looks like a shell, and then the people handing out the medals are like, it opens. We're like, what? And you open it up, and it's like got the Ferris wheel, it's got the beach, it's got the whole Myrtle Beach theme. So I'm gonna go with Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's
All
pretty
right,
cool.
it's settled.
I do.
We're moving
I
along.
do love the Myrtle Beach. I do.
Yeah.
Yours was bigger than
And we-
mine because you did twice as
That's
many
what she
miles
said.
as me.
I didn't know it opened. You had to tell me. I was like,
Yeah.
no way. Sorry, Alex. I still think yours is awesome.
We love you, Alex. But anyways, all right, we're going to move on. I'm going to call this like some ultra category. These are definitely unique. We got a buckle, a ring, Bigfoot, and a train spike. So we're going to start with this round here. It's a 100-mile buckle versus a ring. Erica, do you know anything about these neat prizes you get for finishing a race?
I sure do. If you have run an ultra, actually, I don't know if it's a set distance of 100. I think you can get them for whatever the race director wants. But if you're running an ultra, chances are you could get a buckle. And these things, this particular one is from Hamster Wheel, and it is a honker. It is very big. It is like a dinner plate to wear right on your belt. And this one has glowing red hamster eyes for the hamster. So this one is kind of fun and unique as well. I think it's awesome. But I've never ever seen anyone get a ring for a race. And I know that one, I think it came from a 5K, if I'm correct, which is just so unique and random. Like it is a hard pick.
Tara, what do you think looking at these?
I'm going with the buckle. I'm not a jewelry person. I don't even know what I would do with the ring. I know you'd probably put it up on a shelf or something, but I think the buckle's cool. And having done Hamster Wheel before, a little partial, and I do love the red eyes on the hamster. So going with the buckle.
So Carolina, you already got 2 votes, but do you want to give us your opinion on these 2 buckles or these 2 items?
I would probably go with the buckle because I'm on the hunt for my own buckle, and so I don't know what I would do with a ring, just like Tara said. I wouldn't wear it. So I don't know that I'd wear a buckle either, but
That's fair. I don't wear any of my buckles. They actually hang nicely on I have a metal holder in my basement, and they just kind of fit over some of the letters. But I mean, they're both really cool. But I have to give it to the buckle. I got to give it a buckle.
The buckle
How about you,
moves
Eric?
on.
Like, why don't you give
No.
some opinions?
My opinions don't count. I'm just producing this
Why?
awful produced show. And you should be watching it on YouTube, by the way. I know listening on Apple or Spotify right now is probably pretty hard. So this will all be on YouTube. You'll get to see the bracket. I'm moving everything. It's very interactive. I think, of course, it's the buckle. I am, if you want my opinion, I'm highly disappointed that Philly moved on. I kind of don't like the Philly medal at all. And I agree the clamshell moves along. However, the ribbon on the Catch Up to Cancer medal is pretty epic. And I think sometimes looking at these, you have to consider the ribbon. So let's move along to the next round. We have Bigfoot versus a train spike. Not just any train spike. This is Ghost Train. Carolina, why don't you jump in first on this one?
I mean, I have to pick the Ghost Train spike. That's the race that's near and dear to my heart, and to see our race director Rob give those train spikes out, it brings tears to my eyes, whether it's the first place finisher or the last person in. So it's train spike.
Pterodactyl.
All right, I'm going with Bigfoot. I mean, I get the appeal of the train spike, but I just think the medal's cool. I love Bigfoot, and I gotta go with Bigfoot.
So this is perfect, Erica. This is why I wanted 3 people, because when one chooses
Tiebreaker.
a medal and the second person chooses the opposite medal, we get a tiebreaker. So who are you going to piss off right now?
Well, I have a little bit of background about this. So the Bigfoot medal is from a 5K, which is kind of unique in itself because it starts in Georgia, runs into Tennessee, and then runs back into Georgia, all over a 5K. So I think that is like super cool for the course itself. And I do have a personal attachment to like Bigfoot and Yetis because of all those Yeti races I do, the Yeti trail runners. But the train spike, I think that is such a cool thing because that is what you get. Yeah, like Carolina was saying, like that is the staple of Ghost Train because you don't actually get a buckle from it. You have, like, if you want a buckle, you can buy one, but that is your award. That is if you run 100 miles. That is like just it goes with the theme and it totally embraces it. And there aren't very many places that you're going to get a railroad spike when you finish a race. I think Notchview is the only other one that I've ever gotten anything like that from.
I think the whole point of this was sending unique medals. It's not comparing like what's the best. It's just sending unique things. So I like that pick of the railroad spike. And I thought it was going to be a tough first round for Bigfoot and the train spike. And I think I was spot on where it was 2-1. So we're going to move on now to the East bracket. I guess that's what I'll call it. And we'll scroll to the top. And we are going to compare the Tokyo Marathon versus the Beach Bum.
I think it might be a challenge medal.
I know. I'm like, I can't really see the beach bum. Is it just palm trees?
It has a legit bum on it, which is cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, no, it has palm trees. Looks like it's at a beach, and you got a butt with some sunglasses. They're probably gooders. And
all right.
yeah, you're right.
Well,
it
anything
is
that
a
has
challenge.
a butt on it, getting my vote.
The ribbon also
I've never
has
seen a
palm
medal
trees.
with a butt on it. So
Tara picks
where is this?
the
Because
Beach
I'm
Bum.
signing up. Yes.
Carolina, what do you pick?
I'm with Tara. I want to do this race just to get the butt medal. So
I like beach butts and I cannot lie.
I know my opinion doesn't matter a whole lot at this point. I probably would be outvoted. But, so, again, if we're just talking medal alone, Beach Bum wins. But, of course, I have, like, an attachment to Tokyo because that was where I got my 6-star medal. That was such a fun race, like, cool culture. But if we're just going straight up medal, like a butt wearing sunglasses, hell yes. I'm just going to sit over here and giggle now.
Erica, do you know what I heard about the Tokyo Marathon medal?
What?
I heard it's just as small as the Chicago medal.
Because
I can
that's
go
never.
compare. I'll go compare later. I'll see
I
which
hope
one
the
is
Chicago
smaller.
medal is the size of a frisbee this year.
They better
don't
freaking
think it
figure
will
it
be.
out because we've talked about it enough. The whole world should know. Next
Well, it's
round.
funny, I have 4 Chicago medals, and 3 of them are exactly the same size. The circle one from last year, like it's all the same size. But one of them I have is a square, and it's still the same size but a square. So I don't think they're gonna get any bigger.
All right. Next round, we got a horseshoe versus the Run New Hampshire Challenge medal for Millennium Running. I'm going to start with Erica,
I'm giving it to Horseshoe. That is
which is,
awesome.
by the way, bird in hand.
Yep, we've talked about that several times on the podcast. Between, I think, the Will Run For folks would have run that in the past, and I want to say Chad Zimmerman did, and like this is just such a cool race. I think it's through Amish country. Am I correct? Or either way, awesome. I'm going Horseshoe.
Now, I want to just, let everyone know if you see this on YouTube, like the Run New Hampshire, or if you're not watching YouTube, the Run New Hampshire Challenge medal, it has a leaf, it has a lobster, it has the ocean, it has a lighthouse, a pilgrim hat, a sailboat, maple syrup. Like, this is unique. This is very unique. You got 2 unique medals here. This isn't just like it says Run New Hampshire.
That's
This is
also
a unique
very
medal.
large medal too. I have
Very
that
large.
from that was when in 2020
COVID.
when we didn't have any races, so Millennium just created all these challenges. So basically, you had X amount of time to run the amount of miles that it took to go from like the top of the state to the bottom of the state. So
Would
that's
you
like, what,
say
200
it's as
miles?
big as about 5 Chicago Marathon medals?
It's as big as my head, okay? It's like this big.
So Tara Pterodactyl, with that information and knowing that Erica already picked the Horseshoe medal, what are you going to pick?
I am going with Run New Hampshire because I have ties. I love lobster. I love New Hampshire, born and raised. I don't have that medal. I did not do that race, but I'm picking it because those are my roots.
Now, Carolina, it's your turn to piss somebody off. Which medal is moving on, the Horseshoe or the Run New Hampshire Challenge medal?
I'm gonna go with the Run New Hampshire medal because I like the fact that it represents different aspects of New Hampshire and has maple syrup and beach stuff, and yeah.
Run New Hampshire
I'll
moves
allow
on.
it.
I'm honestly
I'll
a
allow
little surprised, but I'm very happy because that's what I would have picked too. And I was really thinking for a second, like Erica picked the Horseshoe. I'm like, are you serious? The Horseshoe's going to move on? But Run New Hampshire moves on to the next round. We are now in the final region of the first round. This one's cool. We got a cowboy hat, a guitar, a ribbon, and maybe one of the greatest medals of all time. Let's start here. We have a cowboy hat versus a rock and roll guitar. Erica, no, you started the last one. I'm going to ask Carolina to start this one. What do you like, the cowboy hat or the guitar?
I'm gonna go with the rock and roll guitar because that's what I'm about to play on open mic night, and that just calls to me more than a cowboy hat.
Nice. And I know you have to get going to open mic night, so make it through the first round here, and we'll let you go, and maybe Erica and Tara can battle it out. All right, Tara,
Yeah, we're gonna
what do
need
you
for the
think?
tiebreaker.
I'm going to make Erica do another tiebreaker because I love that cowboy hat. I am a country girl, and the cowboy hat is just calling me. I love that. I'm like, need to know what race that is, too. It looks like I'm running a 5K down in Georgia, and where else am I going? The beach bum.
We'll
I'm
figure
going
all
to be
these
traveling
out
the
later.
States. Yeah.
All right, Erica.
Oh man, I don't have any personal ties to guitars or cowboy hats, but the cowboy hat's calling to me. I don't know. It seems fun. It's a different shape. Well, so is a guitar, but I mean, I don't know. That one's just it's shiny. It's really shiny, guys.
I agree. I think the cowboy hat's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. Does it win the whole thing? I don't know, but I would have been pretty surprised if it didn't make it out of the first round. So cowboy hat moves on, and now we got the last matchup in round one. We have a ribbon.
Such an unfair pairing.
It says, I ran 26.2 miles, and all I got was this lousy ribbon versus the 2025 New York City Marathon. And I'm really happy someone submitted it because I didn't submit any of mine. Erica didn't submit any of hers. These are all from our listeners who submitted these medals. All right, Erica, you said it's such a bad matchup. Who moves on in your mind?
How are you gonna let this ribbon beat the New York City medal?
I did not
Just
have any
because-
rhyme or reason why I picked these. I just kind of like copy and paste.
Well, I'm gonna be an asshole, and just to spite you, I'm picking the ribbon.
All right. So that means Tara might move one along right here, right now. She might make it a tie and make Carolina pick one right before the end. But Tara Pterodactyl, who are you going to choose?
Now I understand why you put the ribbon against New York City, because you need your precious medal to make it to the next round, because nobody's going to pick up
Again, I
fucking
had
ribbon.
no rhyme or reason for
So-
this.
So I'm going to go with the New York City Marathon medal because that thing's pretty epic, and a piece of flimsy ribbon does not belong next to that. But I don't think the ribbon could have beat out any other medal on this.
The ribbon
Chart.
could have beat one medal, the Chicago Marathon medal.
Oh my God.
And now I'm like solidified in my choice of choosing the ribbon right now.
This whole Chicago New York comparison is almost as close as the 6-7.
You're putting money in the 6-7 jar.
It's getting its own jar.
All right, Carolina, who do you think moves on, the ribbon or the New York City Marathon medal?
I really want to pick the ribbon because just to spite Eric. But I have seen the 2025 New York City Marathon in person because my friend Mary brought it in, and it has the topography of the course, and so I have to pick New York City because I think that's pretty cool. That's epic. Sorry, Erica.
Yeah.
It's all
New
right.
York does move on. Again, I had no rhyme or reason for putting that against the ribbon. I think the ribbon's cool. I think it's a great thing to get when you do the cheap marathon. I think the whole marketing behind it is awesome. But New York City moves on, and we are now on to the round of 8. Carolina, I know you have to go. You have open mic night. Do you want to share what song you're going to sing or play?
I am gonna sing 3 songs, but I'm gonna play my guitar and sing Sailor Song for one of them. So
Well, have an amazing night at open mic.
you.
Thank you so much for doing this with us, jumping on last minute. That was awesome.
yeah, thank you,
Guys, Carolina, not Carolina, on the On the Runs podcast. That was wicked awesome.
Thank you.
Bye, girl. Have so much
Bye.
fun.
Bye. I'll talk to you guys later.
Sounds good.
All right, now we're on to the round of 8, and we're going to go back up to the top left. We got Philly that beat the Boston Marathon versus Myrtle Beach. Why don't we start with Tara Pterodactyl? What do you think here, Tara?
Okay, I think both of these medals are cool, creative, different, but I'm going to go with the Myrtle Beach one just because of the uniqueness of it, because you can look at it and be like, oh, that's a shell, but then you open it up and it's like a whole scene. And the Philly one's just kind of like, it is big, loud, so Myrtle Beach.
Now, before you pick Erica, I just want you to
Yes.
understand.
Hmm.
If you pick Philly, I am the tiebreaker. So going on forward, I will be the tiebreaker.
I kind of like this because I just want you to be involved. Whew. I don't know. As much as I do love Myrtle Beach, though, the Philly one is cool because you really got to earn that. You had to run a half marathon, an 8K, and then a marathon the next day to get
I
that
thought
bad
this
boy.
wasn't about the race. If this was about the race, the Boston Marathon would have won. You said it's about the medal and uniqueness
didn't
of the
say
medal.
that. Tara
What are
said
we
that.
doing here, Erica? You did. I'm gonna rewind the tape.
What's up, guys? I am just getting ready to go for my afternoon run, and I figured I'd put out one last call. It's almost March Madness, and I need some extra submissions for the coolest medal, oh, hi, Scooter, for your coolest, most unique medals, and I hope you guys can help me out. We need some more submissions, so give me what you got. Send them here to On the Runs. You can send them to me, 6-star Erica. I want to see them, and hopefully your medal will make it to the top.
All right, maybe I did. I don't know. No, I want you to be the tiebreaker. I'm picking Philly.
If you're picking Philly, and I understand it's a challenge medal, and it is
And it-
very large, has the
ding-a-ling.
American flag, the ding-a-ling versus the shell, and when you open it up, you see a Ferris.
I farted.
Tyler's in here pushing buttons.
Oh
I was not
my
ready
God.
for that. I was like, what is happening?
I thought I saw a shadow and then I was like, no. And then all of a sudden it's like, burp.
Darius, all right. Now that I got him out of the room, let's go back to present time. Nope. Hold on.
When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
And I will decide what moves on here. So again, I think
Yep.
they're really cool. All right, if we're going off uniqueness,
Yeah.
I was about to pick Philly, but the fact that the Myrtle Beach medal opens up and closes, that moves along. That moves to the next round for me.
Woo.
Myrtle Beach will move on. And before Tyler came in here and hit the button, I was coming up with my reason to say Philly moves on. But because Tyler did that, I had some extra time to think about it.
Yeah, Tyler.
Myrtle Beach moves along to the final four.
I do have
But
to
now-
give Myrtle Beach credit because it does not annoy the shit out of you. I
Right.
ran up the rocky steps with that thing and I had to like hold it so it didn't like wreck my
That is
eardrums.
very bulky.
Loud.
Now, Now let's move on to the next bracket here. We have the 100-mile buckle versus the train spike. Both of these, by the way, you get after running 100 miles.
Yeah.
What moves on, Pterodactyl?
I have to go with the buckle still. I just love the red eyes of the hamster. I'm just like, that's my final.
Okay. I am going to make this really hard on Erica.
Oh, come on. I thought you were the tiebreaker.
Because if you were to pick the train spike, I would also pick the train spike as a tiebreaker. So I'm just going to give you that right now in your head. You know that. What moves on in your mind, the train spike or the buckle?
See, I shouldn't be the tiebreaker because I do have like a personal attachment to these. Because
who are you going to piss off the most? Hamster wheel or ghost train? I did this for a reason. This is
we
great.
all know that Erica does not have a mean bone in her body. She's going to lose connection and she's not going to jump back on.
bye. As tough a decision as this is, and this has nothing to do with the races themselves, I have to go with the buckle. Those red eyes, I needed that buckle. I needed it. Both races are awesome, and I love everybody.
I don't know if that music goes well with that, but the buckle moves on. I would have gone with that train spike. I think that's cool. But
Well, you
okay,
did go with
let's
the train
move it
spike.
along. I'm saying if I were you.
Hamster wheel was the one that I had been working towards for 3 years, and I finally did it, and it made me cry. And you were there, and you knew how bad it was. So
So hold on.
there you go.
It's a personal connection again, not the uniqueness of the medal.
That's what I said.
I'm.
No, it is the uniqueness of the medal.
But you just made it a personal connection. Your hamster wheel story took you 3 years. All right.
And
All right.
it's got
Erica doesn't
glowing
play
red
by-
eyes.
Erica doesn't play by her own rules, but it doesn't matter what I think, right?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what I think. All right, next round. We got the Beach Bum versus Run New Hampshire. Erica, not to put any pressure on you, who moves on in your mind?
Oh, I'm going beach bum. Full stop.
All right. Pterodactyl.
So I originally was going beach bum, but I think that Run New Hampshire medal is so cool. So I am going to make you pick, Eric.
You're a
I'm
clown.
picking Run New Hampshire.
You're a clown because you want me to pick. That's your theme song right there. An absolute clown.
This is chaos.
But you know what?
Load it up.
As much as you're a clown for making me choose, I agree. Run New Hampshire moves along.
Shout out Millennium.
It's a cool medal. It has an awesome ribbon. It has all those, like I said, you got the maple syrup, a sailboat, the pilgrim hat, a lobster. Everyone loves lobster. So, 6-star here is just a hater, I guess, against her own
Ooh.
state. But
This next one's going to be dicey.
this is going to be dicey. So,
Go ahead, ask me what I'm gonna pick, Eric. Go ahead.
who are you going to pick, Erica? Cowboy hat or
Cowboy
the New York
hat.
City Marathon?
Give me the cowboy hat.
I can't believe you picked the cowboy hat.
You can't. You
Wow.
really can't.
Unreal. Pterodactyl. What do you like?
I'm going cowboy hat.
Oh!
I have control of the monitor. And I can choose who actually moves on.
Oh.
But I'm
Who
going to
cares?
follow.
These rules, man.
I'm going to
I was
follow.
going to say, our board doesn't even count. It's just for fun. The people
I'm
will
going to follow
speak.
the rules. I'm going to follow the
The
rules and be a
people
team player
will
here.
speak.
I
Cowboy
am really
hat moves
curious
on
to
to the
see
Final
what the
Four.
what the people are gonna say.
I know.
Because there are some like tricky choices here.
Don't forget, I have 3 Instagram accounts.
Do you really? You do.
You're gonna
That's right.
tie-break
I do.
Days.
Yep, I got Jack and Arnold, St. A's, and myself.
Stoolie's
All
on
right.
my side, you guys. Speaking of that,
We got the
I
Final
wanna
Four.
give- ooh, can I interrupt for a
Go.
quick second? I meant to say in the Tros the other day, Jason Giroux is going to be doing his Arizona Monster coming up real soon, and I just wanted to wish him luck. So go, Jason.
He left on Tuesday, and I believe his race starts today.
I'm going to be following along, and I wish him the best of luck. And I meant to say that on the Tros the other day, but
he's going to crush it. He really is.
Absolutely.
I think he is.
But he's going to be there. Wasn't Ashley going to be there? Or
Andy's going to be there.
Andy Glaze.
Yeah, but I felt like Ashley was doing it too. Maybe not. I don't know. But he's going to be with Awesome Pod Fam, and he's going to crush it. So we'll talk to you soon, Jason. Good luck.
Awesome. Good luck, Jason. I'm pulling for you. I can't wait to watch Stoolie run the Arizona Monster 300 with you. But we're on to the final four. We have the Myrtle Beach Clamshell versus the 100-mile buckle. And we got the Run New Hampshire Challenge versus the Cowboy Hat. We're going to go back to the left side of the bracket. Erica, Myrtle Beach or the buckle?
If we're still talking unique.
I mean, you made up the rules. You're changing them the whole time.
Dude, you're breaking them too. But I might give it to Myrtle Beach over the buckle just because it is more intricate. It's more creative, even though I do love those hamster eyes. But
you didn't even pick Myrtle Beach in the last round. You picked Philly.
Yeah, I know. I can do what I want. I'm mercurial.
All right. Myrtle Beach for Erica, but Tara for you.
This one's tough. I don't know why. I've been Myrtle Beach like the whole time, but now I'm like 50-50. I'm going with a buzzer beater and Myrtle Beach for the win in overtime to make it.
I don't even have to
the
make a decision
championship
on this one. Wow. Myrtle Beach moves along. This is your medal too, I think, Tara.
Yeah, well, I have one and Erica has one, but that one is mine because it's smaller because I'm lazy and I only did 13.1.
And because it fit better on the
is not
screen.
lazy.
Yes.
Not lazy.
On the right side of the bracket, we have the Run New Hampshire Challenge versus the Cowboy Hat. Tara Pterodactyl, I'm going to have you go first.
Oh, this is another tough one. Ooh. Would you have the Jeopardy music?
No, but I have.
You can
I
get
have
it.
this one.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Run New Hampshire.
And you have to let it play through.
I'm going with the New Hampshire one.
Oh, New Hampshire moves on for Tara, but does Erica make this a tie?
No, I'm going Run New Hampshire.
Wow. I was going to pick the Cowboy Hat.
Really? The one that took out your precious New York City medal.
Going off uniqueness. I did not pick the New York City medal to move along any rounds. I thought the ribbon was pretty cool. But so you have Run New Hampshire, which, by the way, was the very last entry to the bracket. It even replaced another medal. We made the change about an hour before recording. Okay, so we're down to the final. Let's recap what happened and how we got here, guys. The Boston Marathon was upset by the Philadelphia Freedom Challenge. Catch Up to Cancer lost to Myrtle Beach. Had the buckle that beat the ring, and Bigfoot lost to a train spike. And then Myrtle Beach beat Philadelphia to move on to the final four, and the buckle beat the train spike. That was a surprise to me. And then Myrtle Beach beat the buckle to move on to the final. On the right side of the bracket, the Tokyo Marathon also was kind of upset since it was in the first seed by the Beach Bum. The Horseshoe was beat by Run New Hampshire. That was a close one, by the way. I think, who picked the Horseshoe?
I did.
And Carolina and I picked New Hampshire.
Yeah. The Cowboy Hat beat the guitar, and then the ribbon lost to the New York City Marathon. The Sweet Eight, or whatever they call it, the Elite Eight, Beach Bum lost to Run New Hampshire. The Cowboy Hat beat the New York City Marathon. And then in the final four, Run New Hampshire beat the Cowboy Hat, which I was surprised. So now we have Myrtle Beach versus Run New Hampshire. We are going to go with my pick first. And then we are going to let Erica and Tara battle it out for the final. My pick of the final two goes to the Myrtle Beach medal.
All right.
All right, so I picked Myrtle Beach, and I'm going to ask Erica to go next and tell me who you pick for your final medal.
I'm gonna give it to Run, New Hampshire. That one is really cool. It is ginormous. It is it is like major marathon worthy, as Eric likes to say, and it's cool. So
All right, Tara,
it's all
you are
on
the final decider.
I'm leaving it to me.
Myrtle Beach versus Run, New Hampshire.
So-
South Carolina versus the Granite State. A clamshell versus a lobster, a leaf, a maple syrup sailboat, pilgrim hat. Such a cool medal. They're both large. They got neat features, nice texture, pretty sweet ribbons. What's your choice?
So I've picked these since the first round. This is really hard for me.
You have all your people from Millennium. And then you have the medal you just got on your last half marathon. It's fresh in your memory.
I know.
It was a great trip. The weather turned out.
I don't even have the Run New Hampshire medal.
But it's your people.
They are my people. Shout out to Millennium. I love you guys. Don't take this personal, but I'm going with Myrtle Beach.
The Myrtle Beach Marathon medal is our 2026 March Madness champion of the Stoolie Cup.
Stoolie Cup.
All right.
Stoolie Cup, dude. Oh, that's adorable.
It was the Stoolie Cup last time. It's the Stoolie Cup this time.
I don't remember you saying it last time, so maybe my early onset dementia is making it cool again.
You definitely are losing it. You're definitely losing
Probably.
it. So
Definitely.
the medal moves on for our live episode, and thank you guys so much for bearing with us through this disaster. But Myrtle Beach is the winner. I'll even type it in there. I'll type in the whole beach because the Myrtle B, it was Myrtle B. Beach didn't fit. But there it is, guys. There's our bracket. If I can spell, Myrtle Beach is the winner of the 2026 Stoolie Cup. Erica, any thoughts about the way this turned out?
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who submitted stuff. I saw some really cool medals. You had a lot to choose from. I love the way that this came out. And the engagement was there. So thank you guys for all of your submissions. There were some really tough choices out there, and it's hard to just focus on the medal itself. There's so much more to it because you always think of the behind the scenes, like the race itself. And
I thought it was just the uniqueness, Erica.
That's what I'm going for. Like, if you're just thinking about it, like there's still some really unique stuff out there. So yeah, nice work, everybody.
Tara, how do you think this compared to the last couple years? Last year we did the songs. In the year before we did the foods.
So I like that this is smaller. I think that
sometimes it makes for a quicker episode, but it makes for a lot less engagement on Instagram.
Yeah, a lot less work to do, but it's still fun. Like there was plenty on here. There was a lot to, discuss and talk about. But I thought it was a really cool idea, and I love the Stoolie Cup. I think that Stoolie deserves to be a medal someday. We're going to do the Stoolie 5K.
Yes.
Do something cool like that.
Feel like it needs to be
that was a lot of fun.
A mud run.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for doing that. Erica, thank you for getting all the photos, even though we really just did the work on the podcast. Guys, please don't give her too much credit for doing this because...
Oh, don't give me any credit. I literally
we just told you to send her the photos, and then I sent her...
I sent them to him.
Exactly. So, but it was cool because you collected them at least and then put them somewhat organized for me. This was awesome. I love this, guys. It's a great way to get excited for Boston Weeks. Boston Week starts in just a couple of days. We have such an exciting month, the whole entire month of April. Nothing we're going to post is going to be an April Fool's joke. Okay, guys? Elliot's not coming on the podcast, at least not yet.
Ooh. We can
But that was
post-
wicked awesome.
We can post Erica getting a bib on April 1st.
Yeah, you guys will be like, what?
Sorry,
Definitely
too soon?
false. Definitely
Too soon?
false.
That was awesome. But you know what Erica's response was?
Aw, I think
She
I made
was
her
not
cry.
happy about that. Erica,
What
what
did
if
hurt your feelings?
real quick, Erica?
What?
For everyone who's still listening to this disaster of an episode, we are talking about like we just need you to get a bib on the last episode on Tuesday, and because you reposted something, but you actually found out a little bit of info about that post. Tell everyone what you heard.
Well, first off, somebody tagged me in it, and I was like, well, what could it hurt? But I've heard from a reliable source that this person like doesn't actually give away anything. So I took it down and I learned my lesson, and maybe I won't share sketchy things anymore.
So I actually got a message from the person who did it, and this is what they had to say.
All I wanted was to boost my engagement. I was really hoping to get more followers, and I thought if I post this on Instagram, everyone would like, share, follow, boost my Instagram numbers. And I want to apologize because I was wrong. And Erica, I'm sorry for getting your hopes up. I'm sorry for everybody else. But guess what, motherfuckers? I got an extra 3,000 Instagram followers!
Yeah, that tracks.
That person is anonymous, I'm assuming.
Yeah, anonymous. Yep. But some very nice people did reach out to Erica and say, that's fake, delete it. Like, don't follow that person anymore. So
Yep, I'm done with it.
you still followed them, though. I checked the other day.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
I shouldn't. I swear I am following.
Stoolie does.
Well, anyways,
I don't
Erica.
think Stoolie did in the first place. Stoolie follows like 2 people.
Well, anyways, Erica, save this podcast and take us home.
This is all the way off the rails. Thank you guys for listening to this chaotic episode. We hope you had fun listening, and we love you.
Never trust a fart.
Don't fear the code brown.
Don't forget to stretch. How am I
That was a
supposed
disaster.
Oh my god. Are you still recording? Yes.
Yeah.
No,
All
the
right.
laugh like a little girl that needs to be on the end.
That's literally like helium. Him on helium.
Yep.
Well, that was fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to this episode of the On the Runs podcast. We'll see you next week for the beginning of Boston Weeks. Go Bruins!